So we're going to Paris. 파리 갈 때 가지고 갈 거. Just picked up the keys to my Paris studio apartment. Okay, where to begin? It's been a while, for starters, since I've uploaded a vlog. I haven't been in a vlogging mood. I caught COVID really early on. I think it was like the first week into August. I'm feeling better now. Not sure if I'm fully recovered, but it took a while to get here, so I haven't really been going out. I tried filming some stuff at home, but I was just feeling too sick. At one point, I couldn't even speak because my voice would not come out at all. I was sounding a little bit froggy. My voice was just not working. So yeah, that was one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading all that much for the month of August. And the second reason is because we're going to Paris for an exhibit that I've quite literally manifested through this channel, and I just am so grateful that I get to be a part of it. I've mentioned this a couple times in my past vlogs, and I think even once during a Q&A, but it's been a little dream of mine ever since I was in uni to be a part of this specific exhibit. And I'm pretty sure if you follow up on my Instagram, you'll already know which exhibit that is. Basically, the exhibit's called 1,000 Vases, and quite literally there will be 1,000 vases present during the exhibit. Not sure if this time around it's gonna be 1,000. I'm pretty sure it's only gonna be 100, made by 100 different artists from all around the world. Part of me still can't believe that I even got in, which to be honest is probably not the healthiest mindset to have. Like, as soon as I got the confirmation email, I had a serious case of imposter syndrome because I couldn't believe why I, out of all people, would be chosen. There are just so many incredible, really professional artists who have been in this field for a long time, at least longer than I have, and I just really couldn't fathom why I was able to be included in that group. But trying not to overthink it, the main reason why I just wanted to be in this exhibit so bad for so long is because I just find it so fascinating how even on just one subject, art can take literally 1,000 different forms, and the fact that it can bring about 100 different artists from all around the world to this one spot, to this one place. I think it's amazing what they're doing. I just feel like it's the sort of exhibit that could go on for years and years without ever being too predictable or being repetitive or cliche. And yeah, so I'm extremely honored to be a part of this. For those of you who might be majoring in art or are artists, I thought it'd be nice to share the process, my process on how I got to take part in this. But before we get into that, I just want to take a brief moment to thank Squarespace for always being so supportive of my channel. If you don't know, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform created to help you successfully promote your presence online. Whether you're looking to sell products and services, start an online portfolio, or even a website for your business, Squarespace has so many beautiful templates and features to help you get started with newsletters, membership access, and so much more. It's so easy to engage with your audience, and the best part is anyone gets a free trial to play around with their website. And of course, once you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/Sharon to get 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website. The process to apply to this exhibit wasn't too hard. I literally just applied through their website, and I think I applied sometime in June, like early on in June. I sent in an application, and then I completely forgot about it because they did not get back to me until very recently. And plus, I wasn't really hoping for anything. I just you know, I was just shooting my shot. I didn't even have rejection in my mind either. A couple months went by, and first week of August, right when I got COVID, I got an email, and in retrospect, I'm kind of sad that I didn't have a reaction filmed for it, because it was kind of comical. I was in bed just withering away from my COVID. Because of the time difference from here to Paris, the email came in at midnight my time here, and I was just scrolling through my phone, going through Instagram, and I got the notification from their team, and I just literally just shot up from my bed. I probably couldn't even have filmed it anyway because I was just looking like a mess, all sick and stuff. But yeah, took me by surprise, and immediately I was so skeptical. I was like, what if this is a scam? Like, why would they contact me now just a month before the exhibit? Something is definitely wrong here, but as it turns out, it was just me being paranoid as usual. I think I sent in multiple different vases for them to consider, and the vase that they ended up selecting, honestly, it wasn't my personal favorite. I just felt like it wasn't my best work, and I definitely preferred some of my other pieces over the ones that they actually picked out. And you know, it was one of those moments where I was just like, are you sure? What about this one? Why not this one? And it was definitely a learning moment for me, because sometimes as an artist, your work might not be perceived in the same way by the rest of the world, and that is completely fine. That does not mean you're a terrible artist. People have different values, people have different tastes. It just does not mean that your work is bad. It took me a long time to convince myself of this fact, and I actually am still working on it, because on my bad days, I just get really down, lose confidence in myself and in my artwork. The vase that they ended up choosing to put in this exhibit, I just wasn't really feeling too happy about it. I thought it had room for improvement, so I asked if I could rebuild it and sort of tweak it a little bit, you know, modify it, kind of give it an upgrade. I feel like I'm constantly changing and constantly updating my style, my technique, and it just felt really outdated to me. So I asked to rebuild it, and I actually ended up making a whole series of that vase, and ended up choosing this vase that I will now insert into this vlog. Since I don't own a kiln, I asked if I could use one of my friends' kilns, because their studio is like 10 minutes away from my house. So I went over to their studio, they let me use their kiln, and I ended up painting and glazing a few of them. So yeah, that was the application process, but I still have to send in a photo for the catalog of the exhibit, and my friend Molly is gonna come over to help me with the shoot, because I do want to take some separate photos for Instagram. And yeah, Molly just takes these amazing photos, and she was so sweet to help. Hopefully I'll be able to upload them pretty soon, so stay tuned for that on my Instagram. Just throughout this whole process, everyone was so supportive and so helpful. The Paris team, my friends over in the studio, and even just my friends and my parents and my whole family was just so unbelievably supportive, and I just felt really grounded, because just without their emotional support, I feel like I would have fallen apart already. Mostly due to the fact of, again, imposter syndrome and self-doubt and just complete self-sabotage. So I just couldn't be more grateful for everything, that I'm going to be able to go to Paris during the exhibit, which honestly feels like a dream. I just never in my wildest dreams imagined I would be in Paris this year for my art. This is the first time I ever truly manifested anything, and it's just all still so surreal. And I just want to thank you guys for just being here, literally, for allowing me to manifest this, because if it wasn't for all of you watching right now, I don't think that manifestation would have really taken effect. And I guess to some people this might not be a big deal, but to me it's a huge deal, and I just can't believe this is my life right now, that I would be traveling to Paris for an exhibit and also vlogging it for my YouTube channel. Like, yeah, things are crazy, and I just really want to thank you guys for being just so supportive, and I can't wait to take you along with me on this special trip of mine. I plan to be vlogging a whole lot. I'm already just so psyched to go to all the museums and all the galleries and all the little cafes. I just can't wait. And yeah, if anyone from Paris is watching right now, and if you want to come over and say hi during the exhibit, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, I'm probably gonna be there on the first day. I don't know if I'm gonna be there for all 3 days, but I'll let you in on all the details through my Instagram pretty soon. Again, stay tuned. And thank you for watching yet another one of my vlogs. The next one will obviously be a Paris vlog, and I just can't wait to get back and edit everything. Yeah, I feel like I've said thank you way too many times, but really thank you, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.